everybody. My name is Alan. On behalf of the crew, I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Bridging Heaven and Earth. You know, all of us have so much going on in our lives. All of us have the dramas. All of us have the circumstances. All of us have the busyness. And when I was just sitting here, you know, waiting for the show to begin, waiting for everything to get together to allow us to come together again, I was thinking, you know, how was your day? You know, how was my day? And how was your day? All the people who are watching the show, you know, into infinity in a way. And we know as human beings that all of us have the desire to have a good day. That we all desire to really feel love, to really feel joy, to feel the excitement to be in this human body, this glorious human body, the miracle of this human body, the miracle of floating, hurtling through space on this globe, this ball called Earth. The miracle of it is beyond imagination in a way. It's beyond reason. It's beyond the beyond. And yet here, as we are in these seemingly separate human bodies, how was our day? Was our day joyous? Was our day loving? Was our day collaborative? Was our day creative? And we'd all like to answer yes to that, all of us. There's not any race, color, religion, sexual preference, any of the things that we see as differences on this planet. There's not one person who wouldn't wish that for themselves, their children, their loved ones. They might not wish it for their enemy. They might not wish it for the people they're combating in some insane, crazy way. But even there, something in us knows that there's a connection, that there is a oneness, a love, a truth, a God, where we are all one. We're all one love. And when that experience starts to be real in a human being, we start to have better days. We start to have good days. Not that the days don't have their ups and downs, not that the waves of every human's day has its ups and downs, and people get healthy and people get sick and people get rich and people get poor, and you know, you get a tax audit and you get a ticket and you know, things happen. But nonetheless, the depth of your experience is not so tied and so subject to the waves of this life. It's tied to that connection to the love, to the oneness, to the depth of what it is to be a human being, the glory, the magic of this human life. And then when somebody asks you, how was your day? You know, we have this expression around here, it's perfect and getting better. And to a large extent, we mean it. And to a large extent, that is our experience. Does that mean we don't know that there's, well, when I'm speaking at this time, maybe not when you're listening, hopefully. Hopefully the new paradigms will be here by the time you hear this. Maybe the new epiphanies will have happened. Maybe the 100th monkey, if people know that story, will have been reached. And we won't have the experience of fear and negativity and separation and hate. And we'll just be love. And we'll just experience our connection and all the differences we see now will no longer be differences worthy of note even. They'll be like different flowers in the garden. So again, you know, we're here together. We're here to have a good day, have a good hour. For the next 58, 55 minutes, let's have a good hour. Let's go as deep as we can. As brothers and sisters on this planet, everyone's included. This show is about the infinite. This show is about the inclusion. Everyone is welcome to come into a good day, to come into the love. And again, you know, people are here to share their experience of that in an extraordinary way and in a different way than a lot of the other guests. I mean, their gifts from birth, from not birth, I mean, just are extraordinary. We have Dr. Shandelle, Dr. Almgren, I mean, both healers and teachers. Dr. Shandelle, from literally at birth, was given this gift of vision, of healing, of love and motion in that way. And he has traveled literally the world healing the physical body, healing the heart. I mean, he's received awards from Mother Teresa for the Indian equivalent of the Nobel Prize for his healing. And Dr. Almgren is, an associate healer with him, a student, a friend, a coming great healer. And she came as a patient and saw a miracle happen in life and said, I want to be part of this. And so, they're here together as guests of all of us to share their story about how we can have good days and how we can have better days and how we can have perfect days. And as we normally do, we have videos. And the videos tonight are a video put together by Drs. Almgren and Shandelle about their work, about people talking about their work. And then we have this other video about why it's of value to be a vegetarian, put out by PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. So there's just a lot happening. And then during this period of bridging, we have extraordinary art. Tonight we have it from Mary St. Marie and, one of our bridging crew members, Jerry Douglas. And this is, I've talked about this before, but we have this beautiful international art project that we got as a vision, where we reached out to people all over the world to produce new original pieces based on the theme Bridging Heaven and Earth, and pieces have been coming in from all over the world, different, spectacular, different sizes, different formats, different medians, just literally from all over the world have come in based on the theme Bridging Heaven and Earth, and you'll see two of them tonight, different, spectacular, amazing. And again, anybody who wants to be part of that, you don't have to be a professional artist, all you have to be is a human being. Join us in the art project, so you'll see that. So join me in a short meditation, then we'll have the video, and then we'll have these extraordinary healer, doctor, beautiful beings with us. So join me in a short meditation. Thank you. So again, the first video is this beautiful video put together about the healing work of our beautiful guest tonight, Dr. Almgren and Dr. Shandelle. Just settle in. It's an opportunity, so enjoy.
Hi, I'm Reverend Dr. Almgren, and I'm here to introduce the world-renowned healer, Reverend Dr. Shandelle, PhD, MDA from Northern India. He was born as a healer, using his spiritual Shakti power to heal people of every disease and ailment that exists in the world. He has healed millions and millions of people and has been honored by the Holy Mother Teresa on the World Health Day with the Shiromi Award for his many miraculous healings that he's done in the last 43 years. With great excitement, I'd like to introduce you to Reverend Dr. Shandelle.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kathleen Almgren. It's to my extreme pleasure to be with Dr. Kathleen to tell about my skill and efficiency of the Chandel's healing method. We have created instructionals DVD to treat yourself and to your family for back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, and knee pain. This is one of the very helpful DVD to be your own healer.
I've had chronic back pain all my life and also scoliosis of the spine. And one morning I woke up and had severe back pain. I wasn't able to get out of bed. So Dr. Shandelle came over to the house and gave me 3 treatments that day, and my back improved and I was able to get up, but was still in fairly severe back pain. After about 7 to 8 treatments, I was able to actually get out of bed and walk, and since then he's been doing treatments on me for about the last 8 to 9 months, and my back has continued to improve since then.
Well, when I first came to Dr. Chandel, I had fallen and sprained my ankle and broken my tailbone. But I'd had chronic back problems all my life. After a couple of visits with Dr. Chandel, he fixed my ankle and eliminated all my tailbone pain. His treatments make you feel really positive and well balanced, and I feel younger. I can say that. This is by far the most effective treatment I've ever received.
I'm more alert. My memory is getting better. So I'm feeling very rewarded about the treatments. I have been recommending my friends to also have some of these treatments, and they have a variety of complaints or illnesses, and they all seem to be getting help. So I'm feeling very good about recommending people.
I would highly recommend it, and in fact I have recommended them to several friends and family members and business associates. It's incredible. It's the system that he uses is something that I'd never seen before. And I was in there one day with my wife, and he had other people that he was working on ahead of me, and we were just visiting, and he said, "How are you doing?" I said, "Well, gosh, I've had this toothache for 2 or 3 days, and I'd never really had a toothache in my life." And he explained to my wife that she should push on one of my fingers in a certain way, and she did it, and my toothache went away just like that and never came back.
I just wasn't able to sleep at all, and the traditional therapies were offering pretty serious drugs, and I didn't want to do that. And the Shandelle method is an all-natural healing method, so I thought I would try it. And through a series of serendipitous events, I found my way to Dr. Shandelle, and it helped me immediately. I've never felt better in my life. I would definitely recommend the Shandelle method of healing for others.
Dr. Shandelle helped me understand that my adrenals were exhausted, and I sound like a mess, I guess, but I was having panic attacks on the freeway, and almost after 2-3 sessions, Dr. Shandelle said, "You're not going to have trouble with that again." I didn't even know I had that. And I have been driving on the freeway now, zooming past trucks without any panic and very calmly. I would refer Dr. Shandelle to anyone and everyone, and it is my greatest wish, a selfish wish perhaps, that he would move to my neighborhood so I could see him every day.
I first sought out Dr. Shandelle's help with high blood pressure originally, and I was diagnosed at a very early age with that problem, and was not happy with the types of treatments and results that were offered to me by more traditional forms of medicine. Yeah, my blood pressure has dropped, and I don't take any medication for it. The only medication I take is Dr. Shandelle's treatments. I would absolutely recommend the method to friends and family, or anybody that was interested.
I was seen by Dr. Shandelle on the 28th of October, and this was after I had a diagnosis of a compression fracture. When I saw him, I was not expecting any great outcome particularly. What surprised me is not only was the pain relieved, but my body became straight. My spine seems stronger to me. It's just an incredible phenomena. I was just one step from having to use a cane, which was just devastating to me, to being in an upright position and having a great deal of energy, but also I could twist and pivot my body, which meant I could drive again. So it was really just a very positive experience. I am a retired associate professor of nursing. By training, I'm a research scientist. I intend to recommend and have recommended Dr. Shandelle to a number of people who are having very complex health problems. And I'm looking forward to getting some feedback from them.
Hi everybody, welcome back. So the painting you're seeing in between us now is called A Dancer of the Light, She. It's by a beautiful friend of Bridging, Mary St. Marie. She was a guest on the show previously, a tremendous supporter of Bridging, of the art project, an extraordinary mystic and painter and healer, and hopefully you'll have enough time and the cameras will work their way through the painting so you'll see how beautiful and intricate it is. So welcome. I'm
nice
so glad you're here.
We're so glad to be here.
It's my great pleasure to be along with you people.
Yeah, that's great. So your history as a healer, goes way back. You, as a child, were involved in healing almost from a very early age, right?
Right.
Why don't you talk about that? And were you aware of your gift early, or were your parents aware? How did that work?
For some certain years, up to certain years, nobody was aware, but I used to come and tell them, and afterwards they realize it, that yes, he is the gifted child. And then from the village of the colonies, people used to come on Tuesday and they put their questions and they get the answers.
And this was like from 5 years old you were answering these kind of questions?
Yeah, 5 years old. I was popularized in the public then. Otherwise, right from my about 1-2 years, I'll speak something and it will come true, and it was not noticed seriously.
But did you do it that time? Because we've had people on the show who were gifted from an early age, and they grab a bleeding finger and it would heal. Were you doing healings at those ages?
That was my word from inside. There's power, like a Shakti power, like a waves.
So you were doing that from an early age?
Very early age. But I was not knowing. People question me and I tell them, and that has to come true.
And when did it become part of your consciousness that you had these gifts that other people didn't have, that you could be of service this way, that you could serve God in that particular way?
Yeah, I was a spiritual right from my early age, but up to the 9 years of age, I was not very much concerned about what I talk and what I do. But at the age of 9 years, I started understanding from inside that yes, this is to be held and means this. I started understanding that.
And you say, we've talked many times before that, you do it in a sense, but God does it. You have that expression. What is the expression you use all the time? God, man does and God.
Yeah, that's my thing is that my total belief is this: the service to human is a service to God. And generally people just notice it. Even some people complain to Dr. Kathleen that I sleep, I'm tired. No, because when I close while giving healing session, I close my eyes, which I find a little bit difficulty to understand where the total blockage is there. Dr. Kathleen will tell you that why the ailments are occurring in the body, but I'm telling you about it, that I understand it and I go to the particular points. And my eyes will be closed and I'll be moving all around the body and I'll understand where I have to go and what is a combination which is entirely my invention through the channel of God, the combination of the points.
And so did that understanding happen to you at an early age, that this was a gift that you and this body were given by God to serve humanity?
Yeah, it is very essential at this moment to answer your question. That right from the childhood, I had been feeling like something is missing in my life. And I'm just trying to ask every tree and plant of my territory. And I'll say, who are you? What I don't understand. Even I go to the flowing river and write on a piece of paper and go 3rd, 4th day to get a reply. And sometime I find some paper is floating in the river and I'll jump with my dress on. and I'll find nothing.
The hunger to know your
Inside, which was not noticed by me at all. Yeah, but about the healing and all, I understand it. While going somewhere, I see the people and I understand, oh, it's going to happen, this thing, and if that comes true. Many more incidents of life.
And Kathleen, when did you become involved, and how did you guys meet and become working together and all that?
Yeah, well, the slogan is "We treat and God heals."
That was the one.
Right. Yes.
Right.
And I met Dr. Shandelle about 5 years ago, and I had a very bad chemical reaction to antidepressants, and I had to go to the emergency room. And I couldn't find any help. I couldn't drive, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't function with the way I felt. It was
for a long period of time, right?
Yes, it was awful. Very. It was
About
just
13, 14 years.
But when I had this reaction, I had health problems before this happened, but I was really incapable of living day to day. So I was looking into all kinds of different things to try to find help, and I tried many different things, but nothing helped. And then fortunately, through a lot of praying and through spirit, I found out about Dr. Shandelle, because it was just word of mouth. There was no way to find out about him except from someone else that had seen him. And so I went, and it was just a few months, and I was completely healed of all my ailments. Yeah,
and almost right away you felt like, I want to be part of this, I want to learn these techniques, I want to...
Absolutely. I've always been interested in healing. Always.
I can take over right now.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember the things. I was going back to India. I was all alone, and my wife died in 1999 when I was here in Plain. And my standard of living is isolating in my room. I don't go out and like this. Because I'm a vegetarian, I don't drink even water from any hotels and all. I'm just not against of meat eaters, but now the science is telling, and scientists are telling, that is a 85% source of the cancer, red meat and colon cancers and colitis and all due to the chickens, and brain tumor is due to the pork. Now they are telling.
The pork.
Yeah, pork. So I was going back, and I'm now thankful to Dr. Kathleen very much. And I put in condition, it's just a little bit humor, you'll have it. So I would like you to tell about my factual things. And I told, yes, I can stay, because he said that there are a lot of healers in India, and here I am alone, and I should not go back to India. Then I said, okay, I'll think and let you know. And I called her, I said, see, there is one condition. After my day work, 6 o'clock, I said, Kathleen, there is a condition with you. And if you fulfill the condition, I can step back. And what is condition? She asked about 5-6 times, and I said, no, that I'll let you know, not right now. And it was a great suspense in her body. I feel like laughing, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Everyone else is waiting on pins and needles for this condition. I myself
At 9 o'clock, I got again phone call, and that was a very, I don't have any words, some voice. I am not getting sleep. Tell me, what is your condition to stay? I said, why? Why you're not getting sleep? What is condition is fine. I'll let you know afterwards. No, please let me sleep tonight. I said, go, bye, good night. No, tell me. Then I said, okay, you have to learn this science and this healing Shakti power from me. If you committed to this, I will stay, otherwise I'll not stay back. Then she said, oh, yes, I will learn, and she had a nice sleep. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been asleep
until now.
Oh my God, a lot of things. Her voice was very peculiar. Please tell me, what is your condition? I said, nothing. I want you to learn. You know why? Because I needed someone to share my experience, and I spread all over the places.
Right. Have you ever thought about setting up schools? Would it be easy to teach? Would it not be easy? Do you have to be born with it? How do you think that this gift
in
is?
India, I used to organize free medical camp. I never charged anything from anybody because I'm well off. She'll tell about my status and all in India. I used to organize a free medical camp and teach them, like now is instructions DVD I made for self-healing for 5 things: back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, and migraine pain. Anybody can see that instructional DVD and he can treat oneself and the family like that. So I used to teach the people, okay, you have migraine pain, okay, these are the points. About 50,000 people I taught, not to the perfect. Suppose one comes for the back pain, I'll teach him the back pain. He comes by migraine pain, I'll teach him the migraine pain. Because I never used to charge.
But how about in terms of like opening up the Shakti power so they can have the gifts and see the way you can see? Is that something you think you could teach?
Oh, that's a very good question. You see, exactly, I have a very concrete example to tell in front of the audience that nobody can see the air, but they can see the effect of the air. Air will fly in the air, leaves will shake, trees will shake when there is a stormy wind, but nobody can take the picture of the air. But we can know the direction. So Shakti like this, I can tell how to get it. Meditate it, but meditate the creator, not the creation, not the nature. Nature means then you got to worship me, because I am a creator's creation. No, meditate to the creator. God is one. And some media asked me, am I Hindu? I said, no. Oh, you are Muslim? I said, no. Are you Christian? I said, no. Oh, you are Sikh? I said, no. Then he said, what are you? I said, I'm a human being. Don't you have any religion? I said, I do have, and my religion is humanity. That you can find in my articles the people have wrote about me. So like these ways my life have been going, and these all answers I have been getting from my side. One thing I'm going to tell you, Alan, I hate reading, I hate writing. But any question anybody feels like putting about the universe, I'll get the ready answer.
One of the things I wanted to mention though is that when people are learning this technique, they definitely are affected spiritually and move to a much higher level. I mean, that's been the comment from people that have learned.
Who are getting the healings, or?
Well, that too. But
getting healing and learning.
The people that have learned
so this
technique of healing. It's called Chandel's method of healing.
Oh, so there are like schools or availability or workshops?
We have taught some people to do this.
Yeah, here in the United States and Canada, about 40 people I taught, and they're successfully healing.
When they learn this, because of the impact of being with Dr. Shandelle and him touching their lives, there's definitely a huge impact on them spiritually and opening them up to a much different level, and that's been the comment.
And so these people, to some extent, although they're not as experienced and maybe they haven't been gifted, but they have some of the healing gifts.
Yeah.
Right.
It's, as I told you, it's individual achievement into the kingdom of God. God is not a property of anybody. Not a Hindu's God, not a Muslim God. God is one. You ask anybody, God is one. It's our individual ego that we say, I'm a superior caste people or this and that. I don't believe in that. That's why I said I'm not any caste. I am just my humanity is my caste in that way. And many more things, but you gave me 20 minutes first session and 20 afterwards. I have a lot of things in my 44 years of experience, ample of things and ample of experience to share with you. So
good. Keep going.
Should we talk about how the body,
yes.
why people get sick?
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. People would like that.
So it's mostly just the toxins, that are here on the earth. And always we're bombarded, with the food, the water, the electromagnetic fields out there. And so what that creates in the body is it creates blockages. And also we have our endocrine glands. And when those aren't working properly and communicating, they're kind of like an orchestra. They all need to work together. If one isn't working, then none of them are working right. And what that creates is all kinds of ailments, strange symptoms that people get from those not working together. And the reason why they aren't working together is from the blockages, which all human beings, unfortunately, because of this day and age.
Actually, she has given you the effect on the body, but how it is accumulated. The body has given by the God as a precious gift to us. My father did not pay anything for my eyes, not for hand, but the God has given us the precious gift. Instead of treating our body like a temple, church, or mosque, we are misusing the body because of the taste of the tongue. Anything is tasty, we just swallow it. And that creates the toxins. And world is frustrated of the side effect because of the, as Dr. Kathleen has mentioned, the quality of the food, like a grade of the gasoline. You put the right grade of the gasoline in the car, the life of engine is prolonged. So in the same way, if we choose the food, right food, our body will be good. I have heard a lot of my clients here, I have treated them many thousand people, I think in 10 years of my stay in the United States, Kathleen.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Many thousand people I have treated and they got better, even the cancer and conception. Doctors tell them that you can never be a mother whole life. I got like this, oh, right now you want? Okay, come on, fill the form and I'll go ahead. And they got the baby. Now third baby she's getting.
Yeah.
So I mean, this
It was a father though.
Yeah, with the father.
All right.
With the father, with the father.
All right. Come on.
I'm vegetarian.
Yeah, right. I know. Immaculate conceptions. I'm not ready for it. That'll be the second 20 minutes.
That's okay.
Okay. So, I mean, in that way, the toxin is created because of the environment, hectic program of the life, and food, and stress in the life. And this is the latest research of the United States, that blockage in the body creates all the problem, and blockage is because of the excess toxins in the body. This is about the latest research. And what they suppose someone has an anginic problem, they insert a wire, angina.
Oh, in the heart.
So they insert a piece of wire to clean the nerves. But I have been channeled by God to give all the detoxification of the body.
For every system, the nervous system,
Every system.
Just
endocrine
harmonize
glands,
the whole system.
and clean it all.
And so then the immune system will start to work better and clean itself.
And I have a combination to increase the immune system, detoxify the body, and combine the centers to give you the healing and the immune system. I make it strong. And with that, the willpower, you'll see in testimonies, even my clients, they say that spiritually they are able to focus.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not just physical. It's emotional, mental, spiritual. We have people that have come that say, oh, I've been meditating for 20 years, and I've had a huge shift from having this healing. So it's on all levels.
And why don't you talk a little bit about why it's important to be a vegetarian, then we'll show the video.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't you talk a little about that?
Actually, we are in a very modern world, and world is commercialized. In front of the commercialized people, we are very innocent. They advertise on the TV, in the paper, and something, and we immediately grab it.
We're suckers for the TV, and
we are innocent.
Right.
And what they say that everybody needs a protein, so you must eat the red meat. The science and researchers that say the red meat is a cause of the cancer, breast cancer and uterus cancer and all that. But still we are so innocent to forget about it. After every 2 months, you'll hear in the news and the newspaper the mad cow disease. And within 10 days, they'll say that there was one cow and they're gone away. And after again 2 months, they'll say the mad cow disease. So where my question is, to clarify the doubt of the audience and yours, that where do the cows or the animal gets the protein from? Vegetables, leaves, grass, This is the source. Why can't we get the same thing which the animals are getting? I have been vegetarian my whole life, and that's why I'm confined to my premises. I can't go anywhere out. I can't drink from outside. So in that way, we have to be understanding that in 73, the cancer ratio was about 15 to 20%. Now it is 80 to 85%. Why? Because of science is advanced. Here I remember, Dr. Kathleen, you have talked to me several times Science is advanced, yes, I believe science is advanced. But have you ever heard that seed came first or the plant? Chick came first or the egg? Nobody has heard. Where is the science then? So Creator has all the competency of life and death and well-beings in his hand. And that's why we have been given understanding that we are having not a teeth like animals to eat the meat. Yes, there was a time, Dr. Kathleen, you discussed several times, that people had no source of survival in the jungle when we were not having any sources of food, grain, and the fruits. Then yes, there was source of survival, kill the animal and eat, kill the bird and eat. Now we are civilized. We say that we are in 21st century, though 20th century is going on, but we say, then why do we go there? Meat is one of the source of the Alzheimer's, meningitis, dementia, cancer, and every sickness.
You make it sound very appealing.
Okay, now I have an example here because you said nobody...
Let's do that when we come back, but let's watch
Just
this
a minute,
video.
1 minute.
Okay, fair enough.
The strongest life of this planet is a rhino. Can you
A rhinoceros.
An elephant. When they eat meat, any of you have seen eating them meat? No. Why they are strong? Because they are vegetarian. Like me, I am a vegetarian. I may not be strong, but I'm a vegetarian.
Okay. All right. Let's watch the PETA video about why it's good to be a vegetarian. I don't know if we need it now, but let's watch it anyhow. And then we'll come back and we'll talk some more. So enjoy.
Reasons to become a vegetarian. Number 1, because heart disease begins in childhood.
Number 2.
Because a vegetarian diet reverses heart disease.
Number 3.
Because eating meat and dairy makes you fat.
Number 4.
Because you shouldn't have to lie to your kids about the food that you eat.
Number 5.
Because in every package of chicken, there's a little poop.
Number 6.
Because meat is filthy and bloody. Number 7. Because no living creature wants to see her family slaughtered. You hear that? Number 10.
Because mad cow disease
is in the U.S. Number 11.
Because it's violence you can stop.
We can stop.
Number 12.
Because no one should have to make a living by killing. Number 13. Because it takes a small person to beat a defenseless animal, and an even smaller person to eat it. Number 15. Because the grain used to feed them could feed them. You need more?
Because they're defenseless.
Because when animals feel pain, they scream too. Because they don't want to die.
Because they feel fear.
Because no matter how you slice it, it's still flesh. Because commerce is no excuse for murder. Because everyone wants to be free. Because eating fish doesn't make you a vegetarian.
Because might doesn't make right.
Hi everybody, welcome back. So is everyone going to be a vegetarian now? It's a pretty powerful video, and pretty powerful what was said earlier. So the picture you're seeing between us now is by a Bridging family member, crew, who's been on, worked on, many of the shows, Jerry Douglas. It's called White Light at Final Moments. It's just a extraordinarily powerful piece. I mean, when Jerry brought it in, I was just like, I personally was completely blown away by how beautiful it was. So welcome back. So we're back now. So why don't you, Kathleen, talk a little bit about, what you hope to do and how you hope to have the Dr. Shandelle's method taught. I mean, you're talking about having a healing center and maybe various healing centers. Why don't you talk a little bit about that, what your dreams are about that? Or intentions, let's put it that way.
Well, what our intentions and dreams are is to have this a worldwide healing that's available to everybody, because it's so effective. It's really so powerful. It's a whole body healing. When you come to have a healing, you don't just come for one, oh, my back's hurting or I have headaches. You come to heal your entire body and all the symptoms. They all dissipate. So it's so powerful, and many, many people come and they've tried everything else. They've been everywhere else, and there's no side effects. So even if you're taking medications, this doesn't interfere with any side effects at all with any medications or anything. It's all natural. So we would really envision having a healing center where people can come and have the healing, and then also being able to train people on how to do the Shandelle's method of healing. And then also, once you've been healed and detoxified, all your blockages are dissipated, then we have different plants and from India that you can have to help you to keep detoxified.
Are they available to grow in the United States if we had the proper facility to do that?
Yeah. Because we look at food as sort of like a medicine. I mean, different foods help you with different problems. So if you start having a problem, then you can just eat some different combination of things together, and that'll dissipate what's going on.
I can clarify your question more. There is nothing like any plants or any seeds which is a ban, like marijuana or anything. There's nothing. It's like basils. It's one of the very effective in the combination for the cancer. The basil, yes. Right. There are 5 types of. And they are blessed by, in India we say, they are blessed by Lord Krishna. If lightning is falling down and the basil plant is there, so 300 yards the lightning will not fall down. So these are the plants which is all allowed everywhere. The spices like cloves, condiments, these are all we are using it with a combination. Like English has 26 alphabet, but we are making and writing books over books with those 26 alphabets. So like that, I have 38 point invented in my healing science, and the seeds are there, plants are there. With the combination of that, we can heal up a lot of types of the problems. So Kathleen was talking about that. So please.
It's to maintain your health. Once you're detoxified and all the blockages, then you have to work at maintaining your health, and that's where the different combination of foods come in that we have, all natural, that are just to keep your health at the optimum. So that's where the healing center comes in, because we need to have a place to grow all those.
And this is what we are channeled by God, that this place is good to grow the things. Food does not mean that food grain we will grow. No, it's just herbal seeds, small plants. With the combination of, we are using it like basils people are using, but they don't know the combination and heal up their cancers even. So we are going to promote these things. But there the center is very essential to grow, because we can't export everything from there or import everything from India. So this was our choice, and I think it's going to be happening.
So and so this would have, besides like physical structures, there'd be land around it that would be fertile, that we could grow all these types of things and all.
Yeah, and then also we'd like to do teaching with cooking.
Teaching with cooking.
Right.
Oh, you have reminded me that why was the remarks I have for American. I love them. Not because they are very intelligent, not because they are very beautiful,
We know that.
and not because of they are very healthy. No, but I love them. They are very innocent. Whatever they see on the TV, they take out their Visa cards and buy it and throw it afterwards, and keep repaying all the money. I'm sorry for my words, viewers, but it's a fact. They don't know how to make yogurt. I'm teaching them how to make yogurt. I'm teaching them a lot of things, the combination of the spices. Those which are like a turmeric powder. Can you please talk on this a little bit?
Yeah.
Turmeric powder.
Turmeric powders.
Turmeric.
Yes, it's excellent for your health. Excellent.
It
If you
is
have any
anti-arthritis.
infection, arthritis, excellent.
You know, we
So-
talk a lot on Bridging about healing the heart, that the real issue on the planet is that the heart is broken. You know, that we feel separate from God, we feel separate from the truth. How do you feel about
Yes.
that, and how?
Very, very good questions. Now the world is lost into the hectic program of their life. I have heard many spiritual people or the writers have written that in search of God. What? Is God lost? No, we are lost. So
we think God's all right.
So we are in search of God. No, He's here. But we have to be in a very submissive way and enchant the Creator. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to be a member of any organization. Anywhere you remember, and He is there. All the time. When He is not in the body, and what takes place, we say, okay, He's not talking, no breath. So keep him in the mortuary. Next week it will be cremated or buried.
Gone.
Gone, because God is gone.
Right, that energy is gone.
We say, so Atma hi Paramatma hai. So soul is a God. It's uns of the God, part of the God. So we say that Atma hi Paramatma, and we are away. And I feel like quoting an example, like a kid going to the shopping mall, mother and father, and he hold my fingers, and he's lost in seeing the shops and things. He pulls his hand up and he just watches like this, and mother is searching the things for home to buy it. The son is in another rack and mother is in another rack. When mother looks back, oh my son, the son looks back, Mom, he cries. So that is a condition of us and the God. God is not happy to see us
He's in
sin.
another aisle.
Yes. Yes. So he is very sad that I have sent them by giving a precious gift of the body, and what are they doing?
It's a mess, huh?
All mess. So that's why he is also worried, and we are in trouble. Like a kid leaves the hand of the mother and goes somewhere and cries. So we have left the company and the enchanting God, and we say the science is everything, as I quoted, that we don't know. Seed was first, the plant, so what is the science?
So how would you say the best way for humans to find the finger again?
Yeah, enchant the Creator, God. Here again I have to clarify the doubt that everybody sees that my God is the first God, and I have questioned them. I don't want to name who said so, but people came to me promoting their religions and they said their God is the first. I said, okay, I love, but can you tell me who is the second God? He had no answer. So God is one. In your language, in your things, God is God. God gives sunshine to everyone. God gives rain to everyone. So why we are not one? He's not discriminating.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, he's not discriminating us.
Right.
He's giving sunshine to everybody. Indian, Muslim, black, white. So why we are discriminating? So these are the things. So you were talking about the centers and the seed plant. Please go ahead.
So that's what our vision is to, and we are asking for donations, a nonprofit organization.
And it would all be to help set up these centers and have teaching methods. And do you have people who you've taught who you feel could teach?
Yes, we are. Like Kathleen, and there are about 5-6 people more. So actually, I don't want to create a shortage of mind in the people's heart and mind that I am
Right, it only has to be you. Right.
Yeah, so that's my feeling, and I want to take this to every houses, every streets, and every country, because it is a good. It is not a slave of any other things. It doesn't need vitamins. It doesn't need any medicines. Simple is a 6 inches healing stick. And I give them, when one is certified, we give them that one. And
but I mean, you use the stick tool as like in terms of acupuncture points, acupressure points,
that's a good
disharmony points. How do you?
That's a very, very good question. That wood is an Heinz wood. Galileo, can you tell about that? He said that Earth is like an orange, but it is not an orange. He said it is alike, and he was penalized by the king. Because king wanted him to say that Earth is flat, he says no, it is like an orange, and he was put in jail for that. So this system is alike, and I had to have the degrees of PhD to come into the light of the people. I never needed it because I am healing with my own process, own gift, but I had to.
So in other words, you think you needed the credentials for people to take you seriously?
Yeah, to recognize. Yes, to recognize.
Right.
Otherwise,
silly, huh?
Yeah, it is something like that, and it's a very hard. People say, "You are a spiritual healer. Okay, show me how
your degrees."
Show me how it works.
Right.
Then I told you before that I cannot show anybody's air. I can show the pressure of the air. Like that, I can show the result of my Shakti power to heal up every type of ailments, conception or cancers or anything. That is in my 44 years of experience.
Now, a lot of healers say that because of karma and other factors, that they some people want to hold on to their illnesses.
Very nice question. What's the name of the Japanese doctor who came and I said, no, I'm sorry?
Yeah, I don't know his name.
You send that one, okay?
Yeah.
I went through.
I got to get credit for this.
Yeah, I went through and I said no. And his son sent me a card, and in a very helpful language he said that being a healer, why did he refuse? Then I had conveyed through my intuition and power to him, not replied, that the competency of God is with God. Nobody can tackle the death and life. That is entirely in his hand. So my competency and power is up to this. But reality,
so you saw that he was transitioning.
Yes.
This person was leaving, and there was no reason wasting anyone's time in that way.
No. And
he was correct.
He passed very soon. All right, we only have a couple of minutes.
Okay.
What can you tell everybody that you want everybody to know about getting back to the finger? Tell them about how to get back to the finger.
This is a very nice guidance by Mr. Allen. And we are all the son of.
Look at that one.
We are all the son of God, and we should never leave the premises of the God, and we should always be into the administration of God, into the guide of God, and be away from the bad karma and hold the finger of the Lord. There is only one way to enchant, like I enchant Hare Radhe, Hare Krishna, Hare Radhe, Hare Krishna. Because I was born in India and I am getting Shakti power from them, but here we have a Lord God, Jesus Christ, whatever according to your religious, please, it's my humble submission to you, don't forget your God. Enchant the Creator, not the creations. This is my sincere and humble submission to everyone, that enchant the Lord every morning and every evening. This is what I say.
Beautiful. So, amazingly, we're coming to the end of the show.
Yeah, but don't eat meat. Okay.
And that too.
Don't eat meat. No.
Okay.
I have not taken meat, and I'm about, how old I am?
16.
I'm 16. Sweet 16, and I am vegetarian.
All right, we got to get out, but if you want any information on Drs. Almgren, Shandelle, about the Bridging Art Project, please call me, Alan, 805-687-2053. That's 805-687-2053. Remember, we're here to have a good day. Let's have it. Let's get back to the finger. Let's connect to each other. We're all one. It's the opportunity for us all. So we love you. Good night. God bless you.
And
Thank you.
This is our mission, to give you the health of gift and the style of life.